Hey guys, today I figured I'd put together a $500 all analog rig for you. Let's check it out. Alright, so ever since I did a demo of the Joyo Zombie Mark II the other day, I got to thinking, I was like, you know, I wonder if I could actually put together a rig with this amplifier and some pedals and a cab that would be around $500. So I went to Motor City Guitar and did some shopping, and I brought home some pedals, and I have a cab here that's very affordable, and I just put it all together, and that's what you heard in that intro song. And by the way, sorry about the crappy playing on some of those parts. I literally am switching cameras and just doing all the stuff here while I'm playing, so it's been kind of interesting getting used to all this new stuff that I have in the studio. So that's my very good excuse for why I sucked in the intro. And by the way, if you want to get some of the gear that I'm discussing and demonstrating in this video, there's an affiliate link below that takes you to Motor City Guitar's website, and you can order any of it on there. And they ship anywhere in the continental US, and if you buy outside of the state of Michigan, you don't pay any sales tax. I really appreciate it because it helps the channel, and I'm sure Motor City appreciates the business as well, because if it weren't for them, I wouldn't be able to do this video. They're the ones that let me take all this stuff home and demo it for you guys. All right, on with the video. So what you heard and will continue to hear in this demo are these items: the Joyo Zombie Mark II, the Harley Benton 212 cab with the vintage 30s in it. I also have the Joyo Ultimate Drive overdrive pedal, the Joyo Classic Chorus, and the Joyo Digital Delay. And just so you know, this entire rig, consisting of the amp, the pedals, and the cab, is just over $500. I mean, It's around $528, but I mean, $528 rig in the thumbnail just doesn't have a ring to it, so I just figured I'd say 500. And maybe some of you might not want to get all of the pedals, but I'm going to demo them all for you, and you can make the best decision that works for you. And the microphone that I'm using on the Harley Benton cab is the SM57. And the reason why I picked these types of pedals is, you know, basically because, like, if you wanted to go out and play with this rig and perform live, I mean, you need an overdrive pedal, especially with this amplifier. And you also, if you want to use a clean channel, I mean, yeah, you want some chorus, right? Because it just dresses it up and makes it shimmer and makes it really nice sounding. So why not have some chorus for that? And you can use the chorus on your high gain channel as well if you choose. And digital delay is always nice to have, because if you're doing solos, I mean, having some delay on there really does spice up your solos, and using it on your clean channel also makes it sound a lot better. My goal here was to put together a full, complete rig for you so that, you know, you can have all of the different sounds that you want and some cool effects as well. So let's start with the clean channel, and let's just see what that sounds like with the chorus. And I'll do it with the chorus off and on so that you can hear how nice this chorus pedal actually sounds. And I'll start with the chorus pedal off, and then I'll click it on for you. Yeah, the chorus pedal sounds really good. It really dresses up the clean tone very well, and it's got a nice sweep on it, and there's nothing weird about it. I mean, it's only a $35 pedal, but it sounds really good. So now let's hear the clean channel with the chorus and the delay pedal engaged as well, and see how we can really make this channel sound a lot better. That sounds really good, doesn't it? I mean, it's got a really nice big full sound, and I really love delay and chorus on a clean channel. It just makes it sound really lush, you know, so I think that's a really good clean channel for you. You can use it with or without, you know, the delay, but I think with the delay it sounds a lot better. It just adds that, like I said, that nice lushness to it. So now let's get on to the fun stuff. Let's go over to the high gain channel. I'm going to start playing it without the overdrive, and then I'll reach down and engage the overdrive and show you how it affects the amplifier. Now, I was really surprised with the Joyo overdrive. I didn't really expect much out of it, but it does interact with the amp really well, and it boosts it the way I like it anyways, and it really helps with the feel, and it adds that really nice aggressive attack on the top end. So it's a pretty legit pedal for 35 bucks. It really is. So here are the options on the pedal. You have gain, level, and tone, and then you also have a switch that goes from low to high. It's probably just changing the voicing of the pedal a little bit. I have it in the high mode, and like I said, it freaking works. It sounds really good. So now let's hear how the Joyo delay sounds with some leads, and I'll also be using the overdrive as well. I mean, not bad, right? I mean, it gets the job done. So on the delay pedal, you have time, repeat, and level, and true bypass. In fact, all of these pedals are true bypass, by the way. And the delays, the repeats are on the darker side, almost like a tape echo. even though it says it's digital delay, it still has that voicing of a tape echo. So what's nice about that is when you have darker repeats, that they get out of your way. They don't, interrupt the notes that you're playing currently, because they're not, really bright. So they almost kind of hang in the background and just fill up the space in between the notes and give you a bigger lead tone, if that makes sense. There's a lot of pedals that are voiced that way on the market, and this is one of them, obviously, and it does get the job done very well. All right, so here are my final thoughts on this particular rig. Would I play this live? I could, and if I had to, I would. So what am I doing this for? I'm doing this for people that are looking for the best rig they can get for $500. If you're on a tight budget, then in my opinion, within the parameters that are discussed in this rig, in other words, $500 all analog, I feel like this is the best you're going to get. Now, I know you can go on Amazon and maybe some other different websites, or even your brick and mortar stores, and find pedals that are similarly priced to the ones that I've used that might be more to your liking, and feel free to do that. Find something that suits your taste really well and stay within these parameters. I mean, these pedals are around 40 bucks a piece, and there's 3 of them. So just think about that when you're shopping for pedals. And I'm sure you can find something that suits your taste perfectly, at least within that budget. Now, am I trying to talk people into spending less on a rig, even though they can afford to spend more? No, this is for the budget conscious person who's looking for, again, the best bang for their buck for around 500 bucks. And it has to be an all analog rig. And just to make sure I'm clear on this too, this is all brand new pricing. There's no used stuff here. Now, what are the strong points and the weak points in this rig? I would say that the strong points are definitely the pedals, because I think all 3 pedals sound really good and did exactly what I wanted them to. And B, I would say that the Joyo Zombie Mark II is also a stronger point in this rig. And the weakest point in this rig is going to be the cab. Now, the cab has the most say on how good or bad your rig is going to sound. And with the Harley Benton cab, it's like 220 bucks, brand new, and it has the Chinese Celestion Vintage 30s in it. I don't think they're the best speaker that you can get, obviously. The Mesa Vintage 30s are leaps and bounds better, but again, we're trying to stay around 500 bucks, and in my opinion, this is the best cab you can get for that. Now, the nice thing about this cab is it's affordable, and it does have decent speakers in it, and maybe later on you can save up some money and get better speakers and put them in there, because the cab itself is actually pretty freaking good. So if you just want to upgrade the speakers later on, well, then just do that and keep the cab. Because a Mesa cab, you're looking at almost $1,000 for one of those, and that's definitely going to burst the bank regarding the budget anyways. So I would say you're better off buying that cab and upgrading the speakers later when you save up some cash. And believe me, it's worth it, because these speakers again, they'll get you by and they'll do a decent job, but I found them to be a little thin and crispy sounding to my taste. But compared to what else is available out there regarding cabs, I mean, this is definitely the best bang for the buck. Now stay tuned, because I'm going to shoot this entire budget rig out with my most expensive gear in the studio on the next video, and I wonder how that's going to turn out. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that episode. Well, I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope you enjoyed it. And let me know what you would have done if you were to get a $500 all analog brand new rig. What pieces of gear would you choose, and what ones do you think that I could have done a better job on? Let's get the discussion started in the comments below. I really appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. And to all my Patreon supporters and subscribers, thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate you. And if you haven't subscribed, please do, and click the bell so that you can be notified every time I either go live or come out with new episodes.